And yes, stop moving, right? So you got to do this deliberately. You don't pull around, and it's in straight lines. You're going to hold the leash really close. You're going to go like this. It doesn't matter where you stand, like this, right? So, and you're going to pull. Yes! And then feed him. Feed him, right? Not you giving another yes. The yes is for when he goes with the pressure, not again, right?
All right.
So I went like that. He gave to the pressure. I turned the pressure off, said yes, and then he spins around and he gets fed, right?
Right.
So
he spins around automatically?
Well, as soon as you see a yes, he's going to spin around and go, what? What for? Pull, pull, pull. No jerky. No, right? So it's steady pressure.
No jerky.
Right? You pull straight, yes. Good boy, right? Straight, steady lines.
All right.
Yes. As soon as you feel him go.
All right.
Now stop there. Yeah, you can pull him back the other way. So hold this in your hand.
And do I pull him on my left side again?
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. Pull him on the side if you want, right?
So it's not. We're not learning. This is a part of healing.
Pull. Yes.
You didn't have dogs. I'm sorry.
And now you're holding the leash tight. The leash should go completely loose as soon as he gives to it. You keep tension on it. That's not fair, right? He feels pressure. He gives to pressure. Pressure turns off. Okay. Yes. Good. Now get the food. Put the food away so you'll get it in your pocket because you don't want him falling. Now grab with this hand and then pull him through. Just go ahead and pull. Straight.
Yeah.
And why don't say his name. Don't say anything. Just pull. Right. The whole idea. And again, see this? Jerk. Right. Leash totally loose. Right. He's here. Leash totally loose. We go. Yes. Good boy. Huh? Excellent. Then we're here. We go. Yes. Until he's just going with the slightest leash pressure. See that pulling? Why are you pulling on him, right? Don't pull on him unless you're kind of pulling up on him. Remember, it's straight line. So he's here. Yes. Good boy, huh? Good boy. Then here. Now we gather ourselves, right? We hold this, and then we pull this one. Yes. And then notice how I let the leash completely go through my hands when he does it. Yes. Good boy. And you're saying yes back here.
Okay.
Why, right? Yes was the moment of the pressure release, right? And we don't care about the reward here, right? The reward is just to keep your dog from flipping out and shutting down completely. This is all about pressure.
So we're just learning about pressure on the
collar. If you feel the leash, don't resist it, which is the natural response for dogs, right? If I pull against the leash, they put on the brakes naturally. They oppose it. So we're teaching him, I pull, you go with it.
Right.
And the dog gets lighter and lighter and lighter to the point where, and it can be any direction. So now he's here, I can go, yes, and see him move off that with 2 fingers. Right? Then we don't really care about the food. You could just as easily just break out and pet your dog. Right. It's the cessation of the pressure. The only reason I use food for this is just so some dogs get more stressed than others, and it kind of keeps them engaged so they don't get all worried about me, right?
He didn't go very far. Does that matter?
No, it's as soon as the pressure's on and you're really jerky about it, right? Very steady.
Okay.
So you pull. Yes, good boy. Huh? And he goes, and then he's here, and you would pull. Yes, you can see him now, he's really jumping with it, right? So, and he's already almost sensitive enough. And then your next step would be, let me see some food. Good boy, huh? He's here. Good boy, huh? Then, yes. The dog spins around, comes back and gets fed here. And this is how we start teaching the finish, right? So once my dog's sensitized to the leash, I do the finish along a fence in 2 steps. The first step is, no words, pull the dog past my leg. So I'm here, I go pull. And when the dog's butt shoots past my leg, I say yes, and I put a piece of food here. They spin back around, they take the piece of food.
Okay.
And I'll do that a bunch of times. Now they're really fluent on that. So then I'll stand here and I'll say heel, pull, they'll jump past, they'll spin around in anticipation of the food. I say sit, food. Right? And now I have the dog leaping past me, spinning around and sitting next to me here. And that's when I put the word in, right? But right now, the first step is to get your dog light on the leash, right? And then we're going to use this for everything. So I use it for pulling here. I pull the dog forward. You notice how when I have the dog next to me, I'll pull straight back on them. And when the dog takes a step back, I reward that. Now I can put that on verbal cue if I want, right? I can go back, pull, yes, reward. Back, pull, yes, reward. Back, pull, yes, reward. Back. Oh, look, he stepped back before I pulled. Now the dog's moving back on my verbal cue to back. Then, when I start heeling down the fence, as I start to move, the dog drifts, I say back, I move him back with the leash, and eventually I can get him to move back just with a verbal cue. So if he starts to get too far forward, I can say, back, he fixes himself, good, and he stays in position. So I have a way of communicating to him when he's starting to forge.
Okay, can we play a little bit?
Yep, so make him make you produce the toy. Just Stop. No, wait. Dude,
Well, he was coming to me. So.
Yeah, but so the gig is
Was I
like
doing the
you're
hand first?
Yeah. So hands down, talk to him. Right. So stop for a second and look up. Now. YES. Then jump back and then get your toy. There we go. Excellent. Tug. Right, so make the dog make you produce the toy. Don't
Even
go.
if you're
Look, here comes
clumping around.
Yeah, it
As
doesn't
long as
matter.
you marked it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's
Cluck
released.
around.
He
I'm
knows the
trying
toy's
to
coming.
find
If it takes 3 seconds for you to dig it out, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So you've had people say you got to produce it
Good.
right on the mark. So I think that's why people rush.
But I'm not good at finishing it. Bloody hell. I'm not so good.
And then you said, yes, right? And again, you verbally authorize the dog to bite the toy. That means I have to say, yes, toy. Yes, toy. What happens is a lot of people start to move the toy. Good.
Oh, I did it.
They start to move the toy and then they say yes, or they do them at the same time. Later on, if you do that, when you go to move your toy a little bit, your dog's going to bite it, right? Because he's good, better. And you don't want the dog to bite it unless you say yes, they get to bite it, right? No.
Did I do it at the same time?
A little bit, it's okay. It's not so bad.
Oh, good boy. What a good boy.
So do a lot. Pick up your leash, but keep playing, right? Let him have it. Back up. Come on. To you. Don't. Yes, when he there. Yes, that's yes.
Good
Play
job.
with him, right?
What a good boy.
So back in a straight line. So you let your dog have the toy. You back straight up like this and go. Come on. If the dog, don't reach out to grab it. If the dog tries to go by you, simply say, turn this way. Go, come on. And when the dog comes straight towards you with their head up, you say, yes. You reach down and grab the toy and make tug. Yes. There. Because what we want the dog to do is start to push the toy back at us to re-engage us. So when we let the dog have the toy, I want the dog to push it back at me to get started. And I do a lot of this before I start throwing objects for the dog, right? So if I have my dog, I can play tug with him and I let him have the tug and he shoves it right back at me. Then of course the first time I out him and toss the toy a little bit, he's going to grab it, spin around, and shove it right back at me, right? So I don't have to worry about him running around with it or any of that stuff. So again, we back chain the dog bringing the toy to us off of the play part. So they play with it. Good.
You think about the whipping?
Yeah, well, how do you
No.
know?
Tell him no.
Because I was like,
Push
yeah.
it.
Because Amber doesn't
Is that
come
a
back
bad-
to me with it. She just
No, that one's not bad.
Yeah.
His feet, his
Well, that's 'cause
feet
you're not
were
having fun.
against yours, so he couldn't come forward.
Uh-oh.
Come on. That's right. No matter. Come on. There. So call the dog to you. Don't just. There, yes. Don't grab at it. Like so, if he puts it on the ground, you just back up again and go, come on, bring it to me. Because if the dog's coming towards you and you do this, then the dog's going to do a run by. They're going to put the toy on the ground, they're going to duck their head and run past you. That's good, Terry.
There's dog poop over here.
Okay, let's go ahead and out him.
Up. And put it up.
Yep, say we're done.
We're done.
Drinking
Put the
pizza
toy away.
yesterday.
Pick up
from
the leash.
dog.
Give him a pat on the head. Off you go.